Hello, welcome to Elif's Kitchen. Today, I'd like to share with you my recipe for Fluffy Poppy Seed Buns. If you like my video, don't forget to click the like button, and to be notified about my new recipes, please subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon. I took 2 cups of warm milk into the kneading bowl. I added 1 cup of oil, 1 teacup of yogurt, and 2 egg whites. I split the yolk for later. I add 3 dessert spoons of sugar and 1 pack of instant yeast. Firstly, I mix them with the whisk. Then, I add flour gradually and continue to mix. Again, I add some flour, and I add about 1 dessert spoon of salt on it. I'm mixing again. I will now start kneading my dough. I knead my dough well by adding the flour gradually. I added 7.5 cups of flour in total, but I added gradually, as you can see. The consistency may vary depending on the flour's brand. That's why you need to add the flour with control. It should be a soft dough. Look, you see. My dough is ready. I cover it with a plastic wrap. I let it ferment for about half an hour, but it must be in a warm environment. You can ferment it next to the heater or in a warm oven at 50 degrees. While the dough is fermented, I prepare my stuffing. I got 250 grams of yellow poppy paste in my bowl. I add 4 tablespoons of sugar on it. Now let's add a teacup of oil and mix well. My poppy seed mixture is ready. Meanwhile, my dough has also fermented. I fermented my dough in the warm oven for about 50 minutes. Now I'm taking the air out with my hand. I sprinkled a little flour on my counter and took my dough on the counter. I divided it into 6 equal parts. Now I ball my dough. I get the first dough I made by sprinkling a little flour on the counter. First, I spread it with my hand a little. I spread it with the help of a roller in the size of a serving plate. I sprinkled some flour into the tray again. I took the dough, I rolled on it. I rubbed my mortar on it generously. And I'm putting it aside. Now I will roll my other dough. I spread them all to the same size, and I place it on the dough I have applied the mortar. And again, I'm rubbing lots of poppy mortar on it. Meanwhile, I rolled all my dough. I put it on it again, and I rub it with the poppy mortar again. I arranged all 6 layers on top of each other. I put them all by spreading poppy mortar between them. And for the last dough, I poured all my last remaining mortar on it. I'm spreading it out nicely again. I place the 6th dough on top of it. And I take my dough on the counter. You can slide the flour so that it doesn't stick to the counter. You see, I do not use a roller because it's a dough that is spreaded very easily. It is spreaded very easily by pressing with your hands. I form it into a rectangular shape, a little larger than the size of an oven tray. I cut it with a knife or a roulette into long strips at the thickness of a finger. I also tried it with a knife, but it's much easier to cut with a roulette. Look, as you can see. You can also cut it into thicker strips if you wish. Look, as you can see in the video, I fold in half and twist on both ends. By turning it around itself, I'm giving the shape. Look, as you can see in the video, I prepared all my dough in the same way. I lay them on my tray, on which I had spreaded greaseproof paper. I had before separated 2 egg yolks for it. I apply it on them with the help of a brush. My buns are ready. Now I let it wait for tray fermentation. That is really important. You need to keep it in a warm environment again. It can be next to the heater or it can be in the warm oven heated at 50 centigrade degrees. At the video, you can see them at the end of the waiting stage. They all swelled up nicely. I cooked them for about half an hour until it is browned in 180-degree heated oven. My buns came out of the oven, very beautifully blushed. I'm waiting for the first heat to come out for 15 minutes. I will serve later. You see, they are golden brown. They were cooked very well, and it was very soft. I hope you try and like it. I'm waiting for your likes and comments. Thank you for watching my video.